Hey, what's up everyone? James here, and we are only 3 issues into voidrivals and into Skybound's Energon universe, and I already love it. This 3rd issue has even more surprises for us. Let's get into it. So right off the bat, we start right where we left off. Solila and Darak aren't gonna let themselves get taken easily by the Skuxxoid here. They take the fight to him, but Darak is quickly taken out, and we really see here just how capable Solila is. Her spear that she threw at the Skuxxoid missed, but she calls it back to her like Thor calling Mjolnir, and it strikes the Skuxxoid right in the back. Now this could be mystically based, where there's something special about her spear, or it could be just technology the Sertonians possess. What made me question whether there could be more to the spear is that Darak says that's not a pilot's weapon. Either way, it's incredible. She and Darak make a run for it. Now my question at the end of the last video that I brought up gets answered here. We learned this isn't just some regular Skuxxoid. This is the Skuxxoid. Because as Darak and Solila are running away, he's firing at them while saying, "I'm just trying to earn a living. I've got wife and kids to worry about." I love that Kirkman chose to use him. Now he doesn't chase after them because he'd rather look at their ship, and mentions that he isn't the most dangerous thing on the ship. Now as Darak and Solila traverse through the ship, Darak questions Solila on her earlier comment during their fight with the Skuxxoid about her not being a mere pilot. She initially refuses to answer, but does reveal that since things are so dire for her people, they sent her to retrieve the asteroid because they knew she wouldn't fail. And it's because she failed is why she had that moment of doubt in the last video. She's so frustrated right now with herself that she ends up punching one of the ship's walls here. Handroid informs them that they are being watched by the Skuxxoid. Suddenly in this corridor that they're in, one of the doors open. When they go to investigate, this massive mechanical scorpion comes out and attacks them. We then see even more evidence that there is more than meets the eye when it comes to Solila. See what I did there? By herself, she beats back the mechanical scorpion while Darak tries to gain access to the scorpion's cell. We see Solila's spear can emit electricity, becoming a shock prod or taser spear. Honestly, just like we learned in the last video that Darak is the Agorian's greatest pilot, I won't be surprised if we learn that Solila is the Zertonian's greatest warrior. She beats the scorpion back into its cell, and Darak shuts the cell. After seeing her fight with the scorpion, Darak realizes that Solila isn't a pilot. She is a Zertonian warrior. Now from a nearby cell, someone calls out to them, saying that they can help. This is where the story gets even more interesting. They open the cell, and this captive of the Skuxxoid is revealed to be a Quintesson prosecutor. Now the Quintesson prosecutor first appeared in the Transformers animated film. They are a caste in the Quintessons that, as their name suggests, prosecute in Quintessa's courts. What's really interesting here is Handroid scans the Quintesson and informs Darak that it has no known matches of species in its database. Alright, so hear me out here. I think we'll learn at some point that even though the Zertonians and Agorians have been around for thousands of years, they are still considered a young civilization when compared to the other species in the galaxy. The reason why I say this is because the Handroid, Darak, and Solila couldn't identify Jetfire as a Cybertronian, they weren't aware of Rockeroids and Skuxxoids, and it's the same case here with the Quintesson. Let me know what you all think about that. Darak and Solila agree to work with the Quintesson prosecutor, as he is leading them both to his ship the Skuxxoid is in possession of. He calls the Skuxxoid a nuisance, and says, "My kind have made enemies. Once your kind is blamed for the Age of Wrath, a large portion of sentient life refuses to forget, no matter the centuries past." Now, this is crazy. I'm going to explain what the Age of Wrath is, and it's kind of going to be long, so please bear with me here. So, the Age of Wrath is something that's been talked about in Transformers lore before. In the Transformer books, Covenant of Primus, Transformers Retribution, and Transformers Exodus, we learned that the Age of Wrath was a period early in Cybertron's history where the Quintessons revealed themselves to Cybertronians and revealed the secrets of the transformation cogs to Cybertronians, which allowed them to transform and take other shapes. However, though they helped advance Cybertronian society, It was all a ploy to gain support of the people and secretly gain control of Cybertron, which they eventually did. The Quintessons ruled Cybertron for a period of time until Sentinel Prime declared war on them, and with the help of warriors like Megatron and Archivist Orion Pax, Sentinel Prime successfully defeated the Quintessons, and afterward, Cybertron entered its golden age. Now, that's in the books, but where this idea of the Age of Wrath originated was in Dreamwave's Transformers, when they held the license to Transformer comics. There was a miniseries called Transformers The War Within, Age of Wrath that was written by Simon Furman, where in that series we learned that the Age of Wrath was an era where Primus's first children, the 13, battled the Fallen and Unicron. It unfortunately wasn't further explored beyond that due to Dreamwave's financial collapse. I actually started Dreamwave's first War Within series, but stopped because there didn't seem to be a lot of interest in it. If you all want me to continue it, let me know in the comments below. Anyways, I love that Kirkman put this little tidbit in here. So instead of only being a Cybertronian event, I think we'll learn that the Age of Wrath in the Energon universe was a period of time when the Quintessons, like we learned in IDW's Transformers Monstrosity, brought death to countless worlds and civilizations. But that's my theory. Let me know in the comments below what you all think about this and what's your theory on what the Age of Wrath could be in this universe. The Quintesson prosecutor tells Darak and Solila that once they help him reach his ship, he'll repay the debt by delivering them wherever they want to go. They eventually reach the hangar bay and reach his ship, the Quintesson cruiser. But waiting for them is the Skuxxoid. The Quintesson prosecutor urges Darak and Solila to kill him quickly. The Skuxxoid tells them they shouldn't trust the Quintesson, and that while they were releasing him, he checked his bounty database and saw there is no bounty on them, unlike the Quintesson prosecutor. He tells Darak and Solila they're free to go, and offers to make a deal with them. If they give him their ship that contains a rare alloy his friend Slizardo is looking for, further confirming that this is the Skuxxoid, since Slizardo was his partner in the original animated series. If they give it to him, he'll trade them a Nebulon transport ship. What's funny here is that the Quintesson says, "This is an outrage, you're not actually going to make a deal with him, are you?" Moments later, Darak and Solila are flying away from the Rockoroid aboard the Nebulon transport. So they took the deal. Darak even mentions that the Skuxxoid gave them some food, further proving me right, as I said in the last video, that the Skuxxoid isn't a bad guy. Darak notices that Solila doesn't seem all that happy, even after Handroid tells them that they're only 2 days away from reaching the Sacred Ring. Sometime later, Solila asks Darak how he plans to reveal the truth about their people when he gets home. He tells her that he plans on going straight to his father and telling him his vision. But Solila warns him they need to tread lightly and be careful because someone on both sides is keeping this big secret hidden for a reason. And even though she likes the idea of peace between both their people, some might not want it. Despite that, Darak is optimistic. Honestly, he may be too optimistic. He thinks the majority of people will believe the truth, and those people who don't want peace won't be liked and will be a small minority. The reason why he feels this way is because he points out the fact just how well they've gotten along so far. Solila doesn't respond and just asks Darak how they should handle their arrival. He answers they should each take an escape pod and return to their halves of the ring and just leave the ship adrift in space. Either one of them showing up with the other is going to be complicated. Once they reach the Sacred Ring, they begin to go their separate ways. But before they do, Solila admits to Darak that if it wasn't for him, they would have both died. He took a chance and saw if they could work together. If the roles were reversed, she would have killed him and ended up dying on the planet. Her aggression would have ended both of them. She thanks him for everything. Darak jokes about a Sertonian having modesty and him being great. He says, "I'll see you again soon and we can talk about how much we like each other. Good luck down there." Solila replies, "No, good luck to you. You'll need it more than me." At that moment, Solila strikes her spear into the ground, electrocuting Darak, incapacitating him. She says, "I'm sorry. Solila has betrayed Darak." This was such a wild twist. It caught me so off guard. That's the end of the issue, and I already cannot wait for the next issue to drop at the end of next month. Well, that's the end of the video. So much to unpack. Comment down below your thoughts, hit that like button, subscribe if you want more Void Rivals, and consider becoming a channel member. Other than that, have an awesome day, and always remember every day to transform and go beyond. See you later, Beyonders.